replay, waste their time. Common wars and crooked halos, typing sermons in my name. Got their perfect little pitchforks out, but they fold under the same flame. Lighten up already. How long you gonna drag this dead horse round? You ain't that holy. You just like the way that anger sounds. Yeah, I messed up on the old and glad it took it on the chin. Lighten up already, or log off and let me live again. Screenshots stacked like scripture that quote me like I never grew. Skip the part where I said I was wrong. Guess that doesn't fit their view. Saints in search of something ugly, so they never look inside. Funny how the loudest judges got the most they wanna hide. Lighten up already. How long you gonna drag this dead horse round? You ain't that holy. You just like the way that anger sounds. Yeah, I messed up heavy, owned it, bled it, took it on the chin. Lighten up already, or log off and let me live again. You want a villain? I'll play it. While you polish up your pride, just remember when you poison, they're on three fingers at your side. I'm done begging for your mercy, done performing for your grace. You can stay stuck in that moment. I'm already in a better place. Lighten up already. How long you gonna drag this dead horse round? You ain't that holy. You just like the way that anger sounds. Yeah, I messed up heavy, owned it, bled it, took it on the chin. Lighten up already. If you can't forgive that, don't do that. Lighten up already. Hit unsubscribe and call it quits. Lighten up already. You're not perfect, you just forget it. She hit upload, thought it was done. Bad take, bad joke, bad judgment call. Pulled it down, said she was wrong. Typed I'm sorry till her fingers stall. Screenshot saved like some holy scroll. You quote that line like it's carved in stone. 5 years on, you're still throwing stones. Like she broke your house, stole your phone. 5 years still mad, what's that say about you? You act like she crashed your whole life too. She owned it on Sunday. What more can she do? You're not perfect, get off your throne. Stop judging her like she burned your home. 5 years still mad, that's on you. You play safe in the comment threads. Halo on, pitchfork by your bed. Every flaw that you've ever had, you paint on her like it's all she is. If apologies don't mean a thing, what's the point of growing then? You want blood, you don't want truth. You want someone to stand in for you. 5 years still mad, what's that say about you? You act like she shattered vows you never knew. She faced it, replaced it, learned something new. You're not perfect, get off your throne. Stop judging her like she wrecked your home. 5 years still mad, that's on you. 5 years. You messed up too. Yeah, you know it. You know it. Yeah, you know it. You lied. You cried. You prayed to die quiet. What's that say about you? Turn that mirror, let it hit you too. She owned it, you hide it. Tell me what is true. You're not perfect, drop that stone. Stop judging her just to dodge your own. 5 years still mad, that's on you. She did her time in the spotlight, shame. You'll do yours if you play this game. We all fall, we all misstep, let it go. Forget, forget. 5 years move on. 5 years move on. 5 years move on. Stay stuck in that song. Back then, I was filming in a bedroom. Bad jokes, thought I had it all figured out. 5 years, feels like 5 different lifetimes. Scroll back, you can freeze me in my doubt. You got screenshots, you got timestamps, you got something you can throw back in my face. But you missed out on the late nights, all the hard talks, how I tried to change. I was wrong, I was young, but I'm not the kid you're dragging through the mud again. Tell me why it's one strike, never forgiven. You were loud, you were proud, saying we believed in growing up and giving grace. We used to stand for something, now it's just rage and empty space. No one is perfect, so why is it only me you never let escape? You cheer for the ones who do the same thing, same mess, but you call it just a learning curve. Say growth till it's someone that you don't like. Guess lines always move for who you wanna serve. Where's the mercy? Where's the nuance? Where's the person under every single frame? You preach progress till it's risky, then it's pitchforks and a trending tag of shame. I was wrong, I was young, but I'm not the kid you're dragging through the mud again. Tell me why it's one strike, never forgiven. You were loud, you were proud, saying we believed in growing up and giving grace. We used to stand for something, now it's just rage and empty space. No one is perfect, so why is it only me you never let escape? If I say I'm sorry, is it ever enough? Or do you need a villain more than you need trust? If we burn each other, who's gonna be left here? What happened to the courage to face what we all fear? Oh, we all get it wrong. Oh, we all don't belong. Sometimes I was wrong,
Hey, hey. Good morning, people. All right, hold on. Well, where's my thing? All right, we'll stick there. What's up? So, I don't think I've ever started a live at 2 o'clock in the morning, but as I'm about to shut the lights out and go to bed, of course, my name gets brought up somewhere, and I literally just turned on the live. We're going to get to all that. I just got to tell you guys a funny story this morning. This morning. Does anyone in here watch Harsh Reality? He covers a lot of the Idaho 4. I don't know if you guys watch him at all, but I've been following him forever. I don't listen to a lot of his stuff, but I mean, I was there when he had 15,000 subs. I guess because the Idaho 4, he's at 116,000. Okay, so you guys know who he is. So I noticed this morning that he had a Bullhorn Betty type of thumbnail. And I said something. Am I buffering? Am I buffering? I shouldn't be. I don't look like I'm buffering. Am I buffering to you guys? I hope not. Let me know. Am I buffering? All right, good. It's you, Tony. So he had this Bullhorn Betty thumbnail. I was fucking pissed. I was like, really, dude? And it was something where the 911 call was fake. I was livid. So I left him a comment. Within about 20 minutes, over 100 people attacked me. I was like, God damn, my subs need to do this. But he wrote me back. He's like, I guess you didn't listen to the live. I said, no, I didn't. I said, I saw the thumbnail and felt like I had to say something. He changed it. And I'm glad he did. And then I wrote him another letter. I said, I couldn't find your email, so I'm just going to write this here. And I told him, what I was feeling. And then he wrote me back. He's like, no reason to apologize, And then a lot of his subs were like, that was really nice of you to come back, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wow. But it all worked out. But it was just really funny because I couldn't believe how many subs were on my neck within 10 minutes. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not wrong though. It's like, you don't have, that's a total clickbait title if that's not the content. And I had to say something. Normally I would just it's got 116,000 subs. Normally I would just mosey on by and not say anything, but I felt compelled to say something. I was so pissed off. So I just want to tell you guys that's what happened this morning. Has nothing to do with my live, just expressing how I feel. So there has been so much false information being spread tonight that I've heard that really needs to be straightened out. I'm going to start with the easy stuff. I've heard multiple people tell Brittany that she shouldn't have an attorney, that she doesn't need an attorney for this. Yes, she does. This is a criminal charge. Brittany does not live in the state of New Jersey. Brittany lives in North Carolina. Brittany is appearing virtually. Brittany is a fucking idiot. Craig is a fucking idiot. Do you really think they're going to be able to handle themselves in a Jersey court? Really? No. They're two people that abso-fucking-lutely need an attorney. Now, if it was someone like me who understands the law, knows how to act in a courtroom, knows how to speak to a judge, would I hire an attorney for that? No. But I even heard someone say tonight that not only does she not need an attorney, but if she didn't show up, nothing would come of it, as long as she didn't go to Jersey. I was like, oh my fucking God, this is what they're telling her. Actually, you can get a warrant. But Brittany absolutely is doing the right thing by having an attorney. I was dumbfounded. And then I heard that again tonight, that Brittany shouldn't have an attorney. No, Brittany absolutely should have an attorney. She has never been in trouble with the law. She knows nothing about the law. She's not in that state. She is absolutely needs an attorney to speak. I just couldn't believe what I was hearing. So that's the first thing I want to straighten out. Then I heard, before I get into my name, I heard people saying that Julie, it's not picked up by the prosecutor, so Julie's lying. Okay, that might be true. I don't know. But Julie said she's not going to need an attorney. And I'm saying, I'm sorry, that Julie said on Kathy P's that she doesn't need to be there because the state picked it up. I don't know why she would say that if it wasn't true, but it is on the docket as private citizen versus Brittany, not the state versus Brittany. So then I'm like, they might be right. But last night I heard a creator, and Julie could be lying, don't get me wrong, but I heard a creator state Brittany this, Brittany that, Craig this, I don't hear anything, that, this is the offense state and blah, blah, blah. And said this to like 700-800 people. Okay. Let me explain something. You live on the other side of the country. You know nothing about Jersey law. We don't know who's actually lying. So even though this creator, channel holder, Karen, whatever you want to call her, doesn't think that it warranted a lawsuit, or not a lawsuit, but a day in court, that's not up to us. That's not up to you. And it without being rude, it really doesn't fucking matter what you think, because it's happening. It's in the court system. So what this specific creator, who's full of nonsense, thinks really doesn't fucking matter, does it? And she's going on and on like she's personally invested in this. And then she's like, well, I don't like Julie and blah, blah, blah. Okay, and? But the angst and the anger and this attitude that she had, I was like, dude, are you fucking for real? Like, I'm listening, doing Sage's Table, but I'm like sitting there listening like, dude, you are way too fucking invested. Like, chill the fuck out. It's not that fucking serious. And she's like all serious and all freaked out by it. I'm like, whatever, dude. Then I turned it off. So that was the other thing I heard. We don't know. Julie could be lying. She could be. But she's really going to look stupid if she is. So maybe she got a call. I don't know. I'm not going to say either way because I really don't know. But she very well could be lying, or she could be telling the truth and the court's just not updated yet. But I feel like everybody's picking it apart and just giving false info. And I'm not really sure why. So part of this false info goes back to hook nose, beak nose. I was about to go to bed and I saw Melissa was on. So I turned it on. Within 30 seconds of listening, I hear her say, and Laura co-signed everything Julie was saying. I couldn't believe it. And then lying ass Ash is like, I don't know what she said, but she must have said something, because Melissa was like, oh, well, Laura doesn't know what she's talking about. She said she was from Jersey. Actually, I never said I was from Jersey, ever. I'm not from Jersey. I said I was from New York. And yes, it does mean it. So I'm going to put this out there as a general thing. Please do not use my name and spread false facts. Okay? Beak nose. Let me show you. Let me make it nice and big. Yes, calling a Jewish person a beak nose or using the Jewish nose stereotype is widely recognized as anti-Semitic. It is a long-standing and hateful character with roots in centuries of anti-Jewish propaganda. Let me repeat that, okay? So that people like, what's her name? People like Ash274 and Melissa can see loud and clear what it actually means. Again, yes, calling a Jewish person a beak nose or using a Jewish nose stereotype, but we're not going to worry about the Jewish nose part. We're just going to look at the beak nose, is a widely recognized as anti-Semitic. It is a long-standing and hateful character with roots in centuries of anti-Jewish propaganda. Now, let's look at hook nose. Anti-Jewish trope. Calling a Jewish person... Oh, wait. Oh, because it's on StreamYards. Hold on. I keep forgetting StreamYards. You have to redo it. Okay. Anti-Jewish trope. The hook nose is a long-standing racist trope that equates this specific physical feature with negative stereotypes, such as greed and malevolence. Yeah, I could not believe her. She went on and on for like 5 minutes about how I was wrong and how, and like laughing at me and like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm like, really, bitch? I'm about to fucking prove you wrong. And people in her chat were co-signing. Don't fucking tell me, someone that grew up in a Jewish home, in a Jewish motherfucking neighborhood, that I don't know what anti-Semitism is. Anti-Semitic. I know what a fucking hook nose means, even though my nose is like really small. It's a long-standing stereotype. I don't need someone else trying to tell me that I'm wrong about my own motherfucking religion that I grew up in. Okay? Could not believe it. And she's like, my daughter had a big nose and she wasn't even Jewish. And I have a perfectly Christian Italian nose. Small, cute. A lot of people thought that I had fucking nose surgery. I never did. I just happened to be blessed with a great nose. Doesn't mean I wasn't raised in a Jewish home. It's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard. That kind of ignorance I cannot handle. I literally cannot handle that fucking kind of ignorance. That kind of ignorance is just far beyond my comprehension. Like, for real. Could not believe it. And to just go on and on how I'm co-signing Julie and she couldn't believe it and she was so shocked. And Melissa, again, before you rile up a chat or run your mouth, please know that if I don't know something, I will say, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. My pride is not bigger than learning. And I have no problem admitting that when I'm wrong. I have no problem admitting if I fuck up or if I'm, say something wrong. Unlike most of the people around here. But honestly, don't use my name and trash me when you're 100% wrong. And you're not even Jewish. Because if you were, you would know that it is. I know Craig did threaten Julie. But you got nonsense. And then you got others, many others, looking into it, saying, oh, well, they don't even need an attorney. They're from not Britney's camp either. I wouldn't get an attorney if I was her. Well, you're an idiot then. Because I couldn't imagine not getting an attorney if my name is Brittany Jackson. Again, partly because she's a fucking idiot. And her biggest mistake would have a criminal charge against her and not have an attorney. I mean, it's only a $500 fine, but you're also facing up to 30 days in jail. You hear Karma snoring? Hey, Brittany, my dog snores softer than you. That's scary. So that was one thing I wanted to address. Another thing I want to address is, how many of you guys thought the public defender's charge? Because I thought 6 Up was fucking insane tonight. I'm like, public defenders don't charge. What I learned with Just Irish, it's actually state specific. Some actually do. Not a lot, but they do. It's like a sliding scale. Wisconsin is a sliding scale, and other places are sliding scales. I did not know that. Anywhere I'm from, public defenders were free. Like, you didn't have to pay anything. I heard Nonsense say last night, Brittany could probably get a public defender. No, Brittany doesn't live in Jersey. Brittany can't get a public defender for North Carolina to fight something in Jersey, as far as I know. If she lived in Jersey, then she might be able to get a public defender, but she can't get a public defender unless she has a Jersey public defender, which might be possible, but I don't see Brittany being that smart and even looking into that. Or if they could even represent her being in another state. I just don't know. But I don't think they can. Hold on, where am I? I don't think they can. I think they would have to be in the same state. But to be fair, I didn't look it up, so I'm not 100% sure. And then I heard, I'm going to play some of Britney's that Brandy Wine had, because that's also some false information. But now I forgot what it was. All right, let me play it so I know. Oh, I know the other thing before I play this. One thing, Sunset, you'll appreciate this. Natalie, you've also been around for a hell of a long time, so you can appreciate it. Maybe it's just me, but I'm hearing a lot of people, I reported this, I reported that. Can we stop being a bunch of fucking pussies and stop reporting people? Like, I was listening to somebody who was playing the video about band creators. Now, when MGL got booted, she could be on panel. I guess the rules change now. But YouTube is not going to know if somebody jumps on panel just because it's in the algorithm. No, they're only going to know if people report it. If a lot of people report something, it's going to open up YouTube's eyes and they're going to say, yeah, we see it. But here's the thing. What if your favorite creator gets banned? Think about it. And let's say your favorite creator feeds their kids with only YouTube. It's all they do. In your life, it really doesn't matter. But think about that for a second, though. What if it's your favorite creator and she wants to come on a panel because she wants to tell everybody where she went or where, where her platform is? Everyone thinks it's great. Oh, Clue's gone, Clue's gone. And I feel like I'm the only one that's looking at it like, whether Clue's here or gone, it doesn't do a fucking thing for me. And I wish more people thought like that, because then we wouldn't have a bunch of pussy ass bitches reporting. It's like, if Clue wants to go on Granny's panel, who gives a fuck? Why are you going to report it? Because it makes everybody nervous. Like, what if Soup got cut and Soup wanted to go on Jonesin? But now, because so many people were celebrating that Clue was gone, so now Soup gets cut, and Soup's like, what the fuck? How? And Soup wants to go on Jonesin's panel. Well, YouTube wouldn't know unless it gets reported. But if that side said they're not going to report, then the other side's not going to report. Like, I just feel, I don't know if I'm explaining this right. I just feel like this whole community is now a bunch of fucking pussies. Like, wake the fuck up. Who gives a shit if someone's on someone's panel? Why is everybody running to YouTube like, oh my God, I'm going to report it. Report it if you see danger. Report it if somebody is about to, unalive themselves on a live, or domestic violence or shit like that. That should get reported. Having somebody worry about channels getting taken down, personally, I think it's jealousy. I think half these people wanted Clue gone because of the money she's making and the audience that she has. And I think it's jealousy, because whether she's here or not doesn't fucking help anybody. It's not changing anybody. Nobody is fucking, her subscribers are going with her. Her people are going with her. A lot of them share subscribers, but they're still here. And it just blows my mind that people think that, like, if they're gone, ooh, maybe I'll get the subs now. Fuck that. Stop reporting people. Because again, your bestie, your head honcho, your favorite creator could be next. You never fucking know. Seems the ones who left got banned are going on panels that are starting to also migrate elsewhere. I know. The thing is, though, Sunset, Kick may seem great now, just like MGL. It was great in the beginning. But think about it. Let's call a spade a spade. Who's going to follow them when they don't talk about Britney anymore? Queen Bee had like 200 people in her live tonight. This is an anti-Britney community. Take away Britney, nobody cares. The whole talk of, and I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just being honest, Cletus and Clue banter, it gets old. And people are going to get bored. I mean, I'm already bored with it. If she's not talking about Britney, I'm not interested. Other people are going to get like that, because that's where she shines. That's where she does best. I don't really find anything else. Like, I don't want to hear about her and Cletus. I don't care. And I believe a lot of people are like that. Or if they're not there yet, they're going to be. And that's the same thing that happened with MGL. So Clue needs to find something to keep everyone interested besides Brittany. I mean, she was so done with Brittany, but that lasted a day. She's not stupid. She knows. And it really doesn't matter what platform she's on. Her audience is an anti-Brittany audience. That's exactly right, Natalie. That's how I feel. It's repetitive. It's boring. It's the same thing. And I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But Brittany also said some fucked up shit, which I want to address. One thing I do want to address too, and I said this the other day. I mean, I'm sorry, not the other day. I left a comment on Granny's this morning. I could not believe that Brittany turned around and said, and Julie, I had to get a lawyer and it's costing me money. Really, Brittany? Do you know how much you've cost other people? Do you think that Clue and Cletus didn't need an attorney when you filed a fake RO on them? And you're going to sit here and complain about money? Come on now. I thought that was like, I don't know what's more pathetic, the fact that she said it or the fact that she actually believes it. I just couldn't figure out which was worse.
On Roblox and
Oh,
your
for
kids
sure.
are,
It's
you
on all
know,
the
you have to have conversations anyway.
1,000%. Very, yeah, you do. I mean, you have to. It's not something that should ever be taken lightly. I mean, you have to. You absolutely do. And I have, and you know, but there's a difference between talking to your kids about how, people on the line and what they're doing and how bad they can be, and actually telling them the petty stuff.
Oh, shit. All right. Thank you, Tony. What I said was that you would think that Brittany would have told her kids this long before they're 11 and 13. But for some reason, Brittany felt the need to tell her kids at 11 and 13. We also know that Brittany's kid is always in the room. Brittany's kid is constantly in the room. And according to Brittany, she's been, the kid's been scared. The kid has this problem. The kid has that problem. And they know about the police. And okay. So at 13 and 11, this is what Brittany says. Let me know if there's an echo, because you used to have to mute the sound, but I guess you don't have to anymore. So just let me know if there's an echo.
That, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to go to my kids and say, hey, Clue said you were ugly, or Clue said that you're never going to be something. That why would I would never tell my kids that.
How much you want to bet her kid was right behind her when she said this?
Shit, no. But I am going to tell them, you know, Mama has some people that are not, you know, they're really bad people.
Okay, right there, Brittany. Who's a really bad person? Please show me who's a bad person. Does someone get charged with murder and we don't know? Because that's what I consider a bad person. Somebody who committed murder, somebody who committed R. That to me is a bad person, not a bunch of old ladies talking shit about each other on the internet, because that's really what this is.
And they are actively attacking me lately. So I need you to be aware of your surroundings, you know.
Brittany, I'm going to tell you the same thing that I've told myself. You are not that fucking important. Nobody on the internet is going to jail for you. Nobody is going to, because remember, we're not majority, we're not 17-year-old kids. Most of us have families, people that love us. Nobody's going to jail for you, Brittany. Nobody's going to kidnap your fucking child. Just this whole mentality is ludicrous. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying stuff doesn't happen from YouTube or on the internet. It most certainly does, but not in this community. The worst thing that's going to happen, somebody's going to call the police. Someone's going to call CPS. Someone's going to send you a pizza to your house. That's what this community does, Brittany. Nobody's kidnapping children.
If somebody comes up to you and starts asking you questions, you don't, stranger danger, you don't talk to anybody.
You're just telling your kids this for the first time at 11 and 13?
Somebody tries to tell you to get in their car, you don't go anywhere with anybody.
Duh.
You take off running and start screaming. You know,
Is she going to tell me this is the first time she told her kids this? I would think she would have taught them this in elementary school, like, kindergarten, preschool.
I don't, if you do go out, if you are outside and someone stops in the driveway, you come inside. Don't go out there. Don't approach whoever pulls in our yard.
Okay. Do they not own guns? If someone comes in your yard, maybe it's a salesman. Maybe it's fucking DoorDash. Maybe it's nobody. Brittany, nobody is coming to kidnap your kids. I would bet my life on it. Nobody from YouTube, I should say. Because, there could be some psycho out. Nobody from YouTube is going to harm you, Brittany. Nobody from YouTube is going to harm your kids. You know what I told my kids? The same thing I'm telling you. Someone contacts you, what do you do? I didn't have to tell them what to do. They knew what to do. Because I taught them at a very young age. To tell them at 11 and 13, stranger danger, I would be a horrible mom if I didn't teach that to them when they learned how to walk.
And to be honest with you, to these people saying that I don't allow my kids out to go places, you're out of your mind. Just because I'm not talking about it don't mean that it's not happening.
Right.
Well, Brittany, not for nothing, but if you're first teaching your kids about stranger danger at age 13 and 11, I would say you probably don't let them out of the house.
Why would I share anything like that with y'all?
Well, they just like taking your shit and twisting it around.
Maybe because you share everything?
Always. They want people to think. Yep. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just like they were saying, telling things about your kids, about how you neglected your kids. Kendall came up here and told everybody that, no, you didn't give up your kids. No, none of that happened. and yet they still run with it. They're still over there running with that bullshit. Like Kendall's a liar. Like, really?
Yeah.
You gonna call her
Yeah.
daughter a liar?
Yeah. Yeah, they're saying she's lying about basically Kendall's lying about all the stuff she said yesterday. Because they gotta say that though, reality, because that pushes their narrative away, that
Well, sorry, your narrative is all screwed up. You guys can go kick rocks. Move on.
yeah, they think that Kendall come up and she told the truth. I didn't sign my rights.
You know what I think is kind of funny though? Don't hate me for this, but I'm going to say it. Brittany, liar. Clue, liar. Queen Bee, liar. Nonsense. I don't know. I can't call her a liar because I really don't know. But every single one of them lie about a lot of shit. And then to see them all fight about who's lying, do any of them look in a fucking mirror? It's like they're all the same. Every one of them come up with these outrageous fucking stories and then can't remember what they said last time. It's weird.
It's over, and so to you people that are saying, I'm my problem was you asking her that question about Craig. Well, if y'all have a problem with me asking her if Craig's ever been has ever been inappropriate towards her, maybe you need to take up your anger with the person that's accusing him of that shit. How about that?
Doesn't necessarily mean what they're trying to think or place it on.
Because-
Inappropriate could be anything.
Well, the fact is they said it, and these people's words always lead to real life shit happening. So yeah, my grown daughter's on panel. She can tell y'all that shit's never happened. And there you go. If you
Brittany, who gives a fuck what these people think of you? Trust me, it should not matter. Who cares? This is what I mean, Brittany. Half of them are bored fucking housewives that need some kind of drama in life. Not everyone, but some of them. Those are the ones that seem to be going at you the hardest, are the bored housewives. They love soap operas. They love the drama. And there's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. But it's not that serious, Brittany. Nobody's coming to harm you. We are not kids. We are not gun-toting, back alley thugs all over the internet. That's not this community. This community is made up of a lot of mental cases, but this community is basically made up of your lower middle class up to your high upper class and some low class, but not many. If you look at the majority of the community, not many are in that real low class category. These are all middle and upper. They're not coming to harm you. They got better things to do. They got families, they got kids, they got children, but they're bored housewives. So they fuck with you. You're the target this week. Betty's been there. I've been there. Amber Rita's been there. Foodie Booty's been there. Lots of people have been there. You fucking move on. They'll move on eventually.
don't like it, then go to the nasty motherfuckers who are accusing him of doing that.
Right.
That's where your problem.
Accusing him on the internet, silly. They're not accusing him in a court of law. They're not accusing where it matters. Do you think that your your kids' teachers are gonna watch Clue? I mean, they wouldn't know who Clue is if you didn't fucking talk about her so much. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna go watch your haters. So who cares what someone on the internet says?
Should be. I don't know how we arrived at a place where the person and the people that are being attacked are not allowed to speak up for themselves.
Yeah, she
Fuck
came
that.
on here with the truth. She spoke
And-
the truth.
And until y'all go through it, don't tell me what you would do. And I don't care what you say.
Brittany, I've been through it and I'm telling you what to do and you don't want to listen.
Jones and Soup or any of you. Yeah, you've had a little bit of shit happen.
Who cares about Joneson and Soup? Like, for real, are you really using them as guidelines? Soup finally fucking is getting numbers, and Joneson can't even speak proper English. This is who your guidance on? What the fuck?
To you, but nothing near what we've been through.
I
Okay.
have to agree. I have to agree, Deepool. I do. I think they just use this as a way to just, they're trying to justify what they're doing, how they're speaking on Brittany's unborn baby, their kids, because I mean that's what they're doing now.
Brittany, trust me, the true psycho comes out of someone when the person they're targeting ignores them for over a year. Then you really see how fucking psycho they are. And then you really don't want to ignore them. You just ignore them. Fastest way to piss someone off, ignore them. But you can't do it. Trust me, it's liberating. It's amazing feeling that you live rent-free in other people's heads and you don't give them one thought. Trust me when I tell you, it is liberating.
How they're still going after Brittany,
Yeah.
you know, and they just use that as an excuse to say, well, now we definitely get to talk about your kids because look what happened, and you know,
McLovin, you can kick rocks because that's a lie.
And also me saying my daughter's on birth control. I'm sorry, birth control is not a bad thing. Birth control is not something that one should be ashamed of.
Responsibility.
My daughter is a very responsible young adult who has done things the right way. And I'm proud of her for that. I don't want her to make the same mistakes I made.
She's
So
being an adult.
My
She's
daughter's-
taking on
my daughter is.
responsibility.
Kendall's going to be an amazing mom. The best mom when the time comes. And she's going to do it when she is financially sound and she's lived her life, because you know what I mean? Like, I'm proud of her. And that's that.
Exactly.
And if y'all got a problem with me saying she's on birth control and she's not pregnant, then take it up with the person that's accusing her of being pregnant. That's a you problem.
Yep, she's not. Stop lying on.
You know, that's exactly what you hope for with your kids. Like that's what I hope for with my son. My son's in college. You know, well, he's not anymore, but I mean, he was going to college, and that's my expectations.
You brought me up. Did you see my earlier live? I mean, did you see my earlier comments? Let me give you a refresher while you're here. And then we'll go back to the other thing. A hook nose is a long-standing racist trope that equates this specific physical feature with negative stereotypes such as greed or malevolence. Anti-Jewish trope. Next one. Where are we? Yes, calling a Jewish person a beak nose or using the Jewish nose stereotype is widely recognized as anti-Semitic. It is a long-standing and hateful character with roots in centuries of anti-Jewish propaganda. Don't fucking tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. And you were like, And Laura, she said she was from Jersey. No, I never said I was from Jersey. I said I was from New York. And I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I was raised in a Jewish home. No, but you know what your middle name is? Gone. So that's where hook nose came from. And that's where beak nose came from. Would you like me to play your part of the live where you went on and on about how wrong I was? Because I can do that. I turned on your live for 5 minutes. That's what I heard. No, I guess I'll have to play your live. Let me pull it up. Because again, I'm not the one lying here. Hopefully a transcript's up, but I doubt it goes as fast. Yeah, it's not ready yet. Hold on.
God, this fucking girl. It's crazy. A minute. I like to eat them. That's about it. You to be fishing? Did she's cute. I could fuck with her about the whole jewel. Fuck. So was that today she got struck too? Right. DNA, like fucking Bubby said, hit that like button. Right. My money is that she didn't even blame Julie. People. Here's what I think. A clip is right. She said that she's gonna get laughed out of fucking court. And I couldn't agree with that more. She is going to get laughed at out of court. Um, so there's a lot of confusion too. I see like a lot of misinformation going on, confusion, people from different states and so on and so forth. So maybe I can break this down a little bit. I did try breaking it down before. Um, I have not only do I just live in New Jersey, but I have personal experience with the ROs and with the municipal court. Okay. Um, so what is going to happen right now, or what I believe, and this is at the RO court. Julie went and got an RO. Um, sorry, the comments are coming in. You guys will understand that it is active. Judge ordered it. The judge will order things like that if you piss them off, or I don't foresee have occurred. It takes a lot to be granted. And she thinks she's going to get the restraining order. And that's why back, okay? Exactly, Charlie. Exactly. Which is do that. That is done by you. That is not done by the restraining order until they have their hearing. This is completely different. So that is what Julie did. All right. Then that is why they've been given municipal court doesn't roll like that. And not guilty. She'll be read her one main thing she should do is request a trial and let her show, in my opinion, And it's bullshit like this that takes away from serious crimes. Well, that's why there's such a date or two. Um, and you could always postpone things, especially news that have gone both ways. I might dislike both people, but I heard her speak on whose live was it? What the fuck is her name? That. Did anybody hear that or just me? If you heard it, hey Misfit, I'm just here today. And believe what I was hearing. I'm like, this bitch is fucking done lost her fucking mind. And all the eye movements and shit. Like I was going back, replaying clips. I mean, she's like southern. Let me read the chat. Whew, the amount of parody she has done. I know, I know, I know. Cries. Oh, the crying. Oh, and that was another thing. Her twisting. What is this bullshit about her twisting? Um, Brittany, guys, please let me know if I'm wrong. What is this? Her twisting. Brittany making fun of her Muppet mouth, saying it was her nose and the beak nose. What is that shit? Because I
Beak nose. Exactly what I said.
heard Laura talking about that shit too, saying, "Oh, I'm from Jersey too, and we all
Again, I'm not from Jersey, nor did I ever say I was from Jersey.
know that a beak nose has to do with Jewish people." Bull fucking shit.
Okay, again, you just said a beak nose doesn't have to do with Jewish people. I've proved you wrong there. Do you need to see it again?
Because I live in the heart of Jersey, born and fucking raised, okay? And no, that is not what the fuck it means.
Yes, it does. That is exactly what the fuck it means.
Just my daughter had a big ass nose. She ain't Jewish. The fuck? Her father got a big old nose. He ain't Jewish. Her sister got a big old big nose. She ain't Jewish. It has nothing to do with fucking race. Okay? Yes, some races are more prone, um, and
All of this that you're spewing is wrong. It's 100% wrong.
you know, certain religions and races are more prone to certain features, but I don't believe that Brittany was insinuating anything about her religion. And please, again, and correct me if I'm wrong.
You are wrong. 100% wrong. And Craig is very anti Semitic, and he is stated as such.
Oh, I couldn't believe that. And then Laura was just co signing it. I couldn't believe that shit either. Now, did she make fun of her nose or her lips? Because everyone was making fun of her lip, her swollen Muppet mouth. Um, with good reason. She walks around making fun of everyone and provoking and talking shit too. Me personally, I've never said anything about her nose. It was her mouth. Actually, I think
But it doesn't matter what you said about her. You're not going to court. Now, as far as what Brittany said, I don't know. Whether Brittany said it or didn't say it, that's not up for me to determine. I don't know if she said it or not. I was correcting you, Melissa, not Brittany. Because again, it's not my place to say whether she said it or not. Julie said she said it. I know that she did say it to Jess. So I know that it's been said. But I was correcting you, Melissa, not Brittany.
I don't know. I don't know if I said Muppet Mouth or came up with it or not, but um it's because of her swollen fucking.
I'll talk slow and then I'm done. Tonight, I just played how you said how wrong I was. And you stated that what I said last night was not true. You stated that in this live. So I decided to prove you wrong. And now I just shared it. And I showed everybody. Exactly that calling someone a beak nose is a anti-Semitic, which is what I said last night. And so is hook nose. Then you said tonight how I was so wrong and that I'm such an idiot. That's what you said. No, it's not confusing. I'm not reaching. I'm not a fucking idiot. All right. You're not going to play this. I'm not a fucking moron. I just played what you wrote. And now I'm done with it. I proved my point and now I'm done. And you're trying to say that I'm confused. No, Melissa, I'm not confused at all. Again, I just played what you said and I showed you where you're wrong. Plain and simple. Really? It was really hard to talk. Do I have to play this again? Let me go ahead and play this again. I mean, for real. Do I really have to play this again? Do you guys want to hear this again? All right. Again, now that I proved my point, I'm done with it. Okay. Let me say this again. Let me show this again, I should say. I don't have to play it again. Let me show it again. Well, so you have to remember, it doesn't matter what you may think or what I think. I'm just going by statistically speaking. Calling a Jewish person beak nose is anti-Semitic, plain and simple. It doesn't matter what someone thinks. It doesn't matter if they don't know. I'll give you an example. Here's a really good example. Historically, telling someone they look like a man is transphobic. Now, I don't think it is. I don't think it makes them transphobic. But historically, it does. So it really doesn't matter what I think. It really doesn't matter what my opinion is. Facts are facts. And the facts are right here. Hook nose, beak nose is anti-Semitic. Doesn't matter what you think, what you feel. It's anti-Semitic. Plain and simple. And that's it. No other way about it. You can't argue historically facts. These are the facts. You may not like them. You may not agree with them, but facts are facts. Beak or beak-like mouth nose is frequently used in anti-Semitic characters and propaganda to dehumanize Jewish people by associating them with birds of prey or other animalistic features. Thank you. No, I'm not saying me, Dugan. I'm saying in general. That if I say nonsense, you look like a man, that's transphobic. You may not think it is. You may not think it's a big deal, but historically, it is anti-Semitic. I mean, it is transphobic. You know, I'm a big believer of sticks and stones. Who gives a fuck? Oh, that brings me to my other point. I am a big believer in sticks and stones. I don't care. Say whatever the fuck you want. You're not going to faze me. I'm much stronger in who I am. But not everyone is me. There's a lot of people in this community, like, you just never know what's going to trigger someone. You never know what someone is going to take to heart. Like, I've seen people take stuff to heart that I wouldn't even give a second thought to. I've had people come at me because I didn't give them enough attention on a panel. I can't remember the chick's name, but you guys all know her. She went to Queen Bee. I totally forgot her name. But she hated me, came at Mystery. It was Mystery. That's who it was. Mystery fucking hated me, came after me, all because I didn't remember something she told me on a panel. And I'm like, bitch, are you fucking for real? This is why you harbor anger towards me? Because I should know about your personal life? It was something bizarre. But the truth is, I hurt her. And she harbored anger because I hurt her. You don't know what's going to trigger someone. You don't know if maybe Julie's super sensitive and saying beak mouth, maybe that's a trigger for her. Maybe that's something that she's been picked on her whole life about. And maybe you hit, what you may think is no big deal. You could have hit the biggest sore spot ever. You don't know. So, I think about that when you just don't know what's going to trigger someone or what's going to hurt someone. What I've seen on YouTube, what hurts people, I wouldn't give two thoughts to. What I've seen people get so mad over, I couldn't care less. Like, if that happened to me, I wouldn't even give a shit. That's where the problem lies. Because you could say something that wouldn't be anything to anybody, but say it to the wrong person and they're going to lose their mind. You just don't know. I absolutely believe that Brittany knew what she was saying because of Craig. Craig is very anti-Semitic. He's racist. His views are that of Alex Jones. And once you hear that, really nothing more needs to be said. I mean, this guy worships Alex Jones. Brittany worships Craig, who worships Alex Jones. If your idol is Alex Jones, you're going to be anti-Semitic. You're going to be not playing with a full deck. And you're going to be big time conspiracy. So I got to say that, yeah, you are, if that's who you idolize, then you're a fucked up character. So yeah, I do believe she knew what she was saying. I don't think this was some random thing. Either way, that's still Jewish heritage. Are you the same D.D. Dugan from ages ago? I'm just wondering. Because you might as well come in under your Mandy account. She was watching her and Julie's lip was huge and swollen. Okay, maybe she had an allergic reaction. Brittany, of all people, should not, absolutely should not be talking about anybody's looks. Okay? Like, for real, for real. She has no business talking about anybody's looks. For sale at Dead Budgie, but it's not going cheap? Huh? No, Craig is being charged. Craig has court in like 2 weeks. Hey, Denise. Craig has court in like 2 weeks. I think it's March 12th he's got court. So, yeah, they're both being charged. But she explained it all. I mean, it's all on a live. She completely explained it all. Craig has different charges. He got a RO hearing that isn't a criminal charge. Oh, RO's not a criminal charge? I thought it was. Really? RO's not a criminal charge? Now, he didn't need an attorney. I know, right, Black Widow? I agree. Oh. Huh. But Melissa was one of the people saying that she didn't need an attorney. She absolutely needs an attorney. Hands down. Just because she's an idiot. You just don't want to telling you to stay a certain day. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They've never even had physical contact. That's the other thing I didn't understand about these ROs. None of them live in the same state. Nobody's crossing state line. Like, Craig doesn't even leave the fucking house. We heard today, or I guess it was today, he wasn't even there for their kid's birth. Like, her dad was in the room. Not Craig. Neither kid was Craig there for. I really don't think the man leaves the house. I don't think he's ever left the house. I think he's like a total shut-in. Oh. Like, you would think that would be something Brittany would like lie about or something? No. See, but Dugan, I could save them a lot of money. The attorney should go in there, will agree to a dual RO, just lay it down. No, we're not going to fight you. We're not going to argue with you. Let's just lay it down. Let's do a joint RO and move on with our lives. Done. That's how it should be. They're never going to cross states. They're never going to, Craig's never going to fucking leave them. Leave North Carolina. He's not going to go after Julie. He's not going to hurt Julie. And as long as Julie doesn't step on their property, fine. Just give me an RO. I'm cool with that. That's true too. I forgot about the firearms. I did forget about the firearms. But either way, if his guns aren't registered, I mean, let's be fair. If his guns aren't registered, how are the cops going to know how many he's got? So they give him 2. They give up 2. If Craig doesn't leave the house and he's not worried about it, then, okay, here's 2 of my guns. Okay. But there's still 5 more elsewhere. Or, you brought him someone else's house or whatever. Who knows? No, she doesn't need the protective order. Because he doesn't even leave the house. But it's going to be interesting to see if she lied. If she lied, it's completely different. If she lied, I think she's going to lose everybody. Like, for real. I do. I think she's going to lose everyone. Anyone that ever supported her, she is going to lose. Anyone that really has her back and believes her, like myself, if I find out she lied, I'm done. I heard somebody lied today. I'm done. Just done. No, parodies definitely aren't on the same level as death threats. Oh, that's true. But they did have a more intimate relationship. Kind of, sort of. Huh. But you're right. But Granny just wanted him to shut the fuck up. Which she did. If Julie gets the RO, then the prophet should get one. And that's also why Craig needs an attorney. But maybe her going after Brittany is backup. Yeah, he did shut up. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes. And sometimes people are at a breaking point. They're just at their wit's end. They're done. They're over it. Move on. Shut the fuck up. Now, I'm not saying that happened with Julie, because I'll agree with Nonsense that there really wasn't much to it. But listening to Julie explain it all, it made perfect sense. But I'm just telling you, if Julie's lying about the things she's saying, she's going to lose everyone. So hopefully she's not. Hopefully she told the truth and the prosecutor did pick it up, or the DA did pick it up. But like I said the other day, you don't know how somebody's going to take something. And the courts see things way differently. Way differently. But that's what I'm saying, Denise. If she just made a police report and it's just a report, that's different than what she's saying. She's saying that all she did was make a report and the prosecutor picked it up. If she's lying about that, she's done. Like, they'll hang her. You know what I mean? That's like they'll fucking hang her. Oh God, don't even mention his name. It's like fucking Beetlejuice. She hasn't done any parodies since he threatened her life multiple times. He took it to another level. Post online banter. But Joshua, you weren't here earlier. That's something I was saying. Like, I'm so sick and tired of hearing everyone's reporting, or report this or report. What happened to just fucking talking shit and having fun? Make some money, talk some shit, and move on with your life. But now they're all like pussy ass cop callers, where everyone, oh, let's report this, let's report that, let's report this. Shut the fuck up. Stop being a bunch of pussies. Well, I've learned today Clue lies too, so there's that. There are red flags with everyone. But it's just, right, Denise? You've been around a long time. It's like just a bunch of pussies that want to report everybody. Thank you, Duggan. The DC did not have cops on speed dial. We just fired up lives and talked shit back. But it's not even the cops. It's, oh, I reported this to YouTube. I reported that to YouTube. I reported this to YouTube. Why do you have to fucking report shit to YouTube? Like, can't people just talk shit? It's fucking ridiculous. She made a report. Officers played the stream, and then it went to the DA. See, that's what we thought. That's exactly what we thought, Scotty. And that's what I backed Julie with. However, they're saying otherwise. Now they're saying that Julie lied and the DA did not pick it up. Otherwise, it would say the state against Brittany Jackson. So, which is why I said that if Brittany is lying, I mean, if Julie is lying about that, and it's all fabricated, and it is her going against her, she's going to get fucked. She's going to lose everybody if that's the case. If you're too sensitive, someone's saying something, but feeling log off, you don't have to listen. That's what I say. I've been quiet for over a year. Not mentioning certain people in over a year. It's liberating. Julie went to the DA herself. The cops take reports and file them. They don't go on to look into it over petty crap like a YouTube fight. I don't get it either. You might be right, Pulse. They're confusing complainant with prosecution. I don't know. Time will tell. Like I said, there's a big catch in this because Brittany said, I'm sorry, I keep confusing them. Julie said that she doesn't need to go to court. Well, she would most certainly have to go to court if it is her against Brittany. If it's just the prosecution, maybe she means she only has to be virtual. Maybe that's what it is. And that's why she's saying she doesn't have to be in court. And come to think of it, I might be right. She might be saying she doesn't have to go to court because she's going to be virtual. And technically, she's not lying, but everybody took it differently. Everyone is taking it differently. She would have to go to trial. She would have to go to court if it was her against the other side. She would have to go. Or she would have to have a lawyer represent her. She said she doesn't need an attorney. The prosecution will only pick it up, will only represent her if they're actually representing her. They're not going to act as her lawyer. You know what I mean? Yeah, Julie filed the evidence with the police. Police wrote up the report and sent it to the DA. DA decided there was enough evidence to take it to court. I'm on no one's side either. Yeah, Brittany does have an attorney. No, they're not suing. It's a criminal charge. They're the liars that don't. I'm with you on that. That's what I'm saying. If Julie is lying about all this, she's going to lose everyone. Or almost everyone. If she doesn't, if she's not lying, then we're all wrong. You know what I mean? Then we must be all wrong. And I feel like I don't know. Does she care if she completely screws herself? Maybe. I agree with you, Pulse. That's where I'm at. I just don't see her, like, if she was lying about everything, or if, the prosecution, why would she take it so far as to say she's lying, that she doesn't even have to go to court, and she doesn't need to do this, and she doesn't need to do that, and, she doesn't need an attorney, and it's all with the state. Like, there's no way that she would say all that stuff if all of it was a lie. I mean, that would be a pretty hefty lie. Granted, I don't know her well enough. Maybe she is. I don't know. But I just don't see it. Yeah, citizens definitely don't get to waltz into a DA's office. With the clips allegedly, so not straight. Yeah, no, I do believe, I mean, that is the way the courts work. She filed a police report. The cops take the report, see if, they're just going to blow it off, if there's enough evidence, and then they give it to the DA, and it's up to the DA. I mean, that is how criminal charges work. And that's another thing. Maybe we're all thinking like civilly, like civil court. I don't know Jersey law. But either way, the DA would still make you sit with the police. You still need a police report. You still have to, the police are, even the DA, they're still going to file a police report. It's criminal charges. Once there's a criminal charge, is a criminal charge. Like, the DA has to take it if there's a criminal charge. So I do believe that the way it went down was exactly what I just said. That, she went in, she filed a police report. The police, because the way she explained it, here's the other thing. The way she explained it, it made perfect sense. On the live that I reviewed the other night, it made perfect sense. I'm like, oh, I get it. Oh, now I understand. And I know, like, when I filed the police reports, when I really was in fear of my life, no DA picked it up. Only time anyone ever picked anything up was the FBI. And that was from, Should Have Making a Murderer years ago. That was it. That's because my life was threatened, like literally, by a psycho. And the FBI got involved. They went to his house and everything. That's different. But the police will tell you that when you file a report. The police will say, okay, we'll file the report. If the DA wants to, look at it or do anything about it, we'll be in touch. You can pick up your report in a few days. So, yeah, I mean, that is how it goes. But like I said earlier, Tony, nobody can say exactly what's going to trigger someone or what's going to hurt someone or what's going to make them call the police. Like, honestly, there are some people on these streets, I'm shocked that they're reporters. I reported this. I reported that. Why? Like, why? Who cares? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just never know. You just don't know what someone's going to do. You just don't know what's going to cause someone to snap. Don't keep pushing someone to the end of their rope. But like I said with Mystery, I had no idea that me ignoring her was going to down spiral her to, I hate you. I hate you. Like, dude, what the fuck I don't even know you. Well, turns out it's because I ignored her, or I didn't hear her enough when she told me about a situation. Like, I'm sorry. I never knew that would have spiraled her the way it did, but it did. So I learned a valuable lesson that day. Once I found out why she was so mad at me. But I've had people tell me they're mad at me for shit. I'm like, what? I was like, seriously? Stuff I wouldn't give two thoughts to. But there's a lot of crazy people here. Yeah, but you see, here's the thing, Pulse. Although I agree with you on that, we're not in that kind of community. Like I said earlier, we're a bunch of middle-aged women. Most of us with families and lives. Nobody's going to go kidnap Britney. Nobody's going to kill Britney's kids. Just like I always said with me. I fought with people. It was easy because you made money, but I knew nobody was coming to fucking kidnap me. I knew nobody was going to go hurt my children. JT had me a little worried. Don't get me wrong. I really thought JT was going to fucking hurt my child. If you don't know who JT is, don't worry about it. You don't need to know. But, and Ballet Babe. I thought she was going to fucking come kidnap me and tie me in the back of a truck. And, I was going to end up on some TV show. Other than those two, I knew nobody was coming to harm me. And if there's a super crazy person, you know it. Like, you just know it. And so does the community. Like, anyone that was around knows Ballet Babe is fucking whacked. I don't even know what happened to her. Hopefully she's gone. But she was fucking psycho. And everybody knew it. There's not a person out here that didn't know Ballet Babe. And she harbored anger for me because I didn't answer an email. I swear to you. This went on for 4 years of anger just because I didn't answer an email. And she stated that as well. But you just never know what's going to trigger someone. Is anyone here even know? Red, you might remember her. Natalie might remember her. Some of you guys probably do. Oh, she was fucking crazy. She might be dead. Who knows? But she was crazy. And she tortured me every single fucking day. I even took her channel down. She popped up a new one. I told her I was going to come find out where she lived. We were going to come visit her. Oh, she was nuts. Every day I turned on my computer. Here we go again. More Ballet Babe. Making up lies, saying I robbed her neighbor's house. It was fucking, she was nuts. And it was all because I didn't answer her email many, many moons ago. Like 3-4 years ago. Yeah, she changed the name Tropical Gal. Maybe she did find Jesus. That's what I'm saying. In your gut, you know they're nuts. Like, and even with Ballet Babe, it took me a long time to even be worried that she was going to show up at my door and kidnap me. It was after that elaborate story that she told that I robbed her neighbor and there was police evidence that I went down to Florida and kidnapped the neighbor. And, the son was, she made up this elaborate story. It was crazy. And that's when I started getting nervous. I was like, this bitch is bona fiably fucking nuts. just bona fide after a while. And then I got confirmation that she was nuts. And I think it was after I contacted her sister-in-law that she left me alone. I think that was her turning point, that I wasn't fucking around and that I've had it. She pushed me to the edge, and I contacted her family member who confirmed that she is fucking batshit crazy and not who she pretended to be. And it was after that I think she pretty much disappeared into the sunset. I haven't seen her since. So sometimes you do stuff that enough is enough. She'll probably pop up now. She was really old. She probably gave herself a heart attack or something. I'm just glad she finally fucking left me alone. Yeah, I haven't seen her for ages either. Thank God. But she's another one. Her lies were like fucking endless. So many lies. I was like, how do these people lie so much? But my point is, at the end of the day, the only thing I did to her was I didn't answer an email. And that caused her to be outraged. I'm the worst person in the world. I'm a whore. I'm this, I'm that. Endless for years. Daily, she obsessed over me. All because I didn't answer an email. So you just never know who people are. You never know what's going to trigger someone to the extent that they're going to obsess over you, or they're going to, it could be nothing. But then another person jumps on that. Another person, I've had people fucking, the whole CPS thing was outed. Why? Because I took her wrench and I wouldn't let her in private rooms. So she outs, my biggest secret ever. It's fucked up. You just never know if someone took my wrench, I'd be like, okay, take my wrench. Have a good day. You know what I mean? I'm not going to fucking freak out and out their dirtiest secret because, oh my God, you took their wrench. I just think people are fucking whacked. Whacked. Like crackerjack whacked. Yeah, Lana's always been batshit crazy. But she's another one. She's just a fucking liar. I don't get what all these liars are. Oh, I was thinking about her the other day. Her anniversary, I think, is coming up on the 6th. Uh-oh. Let me say this. I've wanted to say it for a while. Oh, Red, what are you going to say? I do attract the nut jobs. Not all of them, though. But I definitely attract some nut jobs. No doubt about that. While I'm waiting for Red to say what she wanted to say, can I just tell you guys, I bought the softest pajamas today. And I'm not a big pajama person, but I felt them. I was like, oh my God, I have to have them. And they're like so soft. To send that Julie's dragging her 2 stepsons into all complete. But she explained that, and I understand it. You have to watch her live on it. It makes sense. It really does. It's Disney, actually. I think it's Disney. Yeah, it's Disney. It's got Mickey and characters and Toy Story. But they're just so comfortable. No one is starting to stepsons. She explained it all. Oh, Denise, you didn't know Jonice passed away? YouTube streets, well, drama community, forgave Dirty D for ripping off St. Jude's, but cannot forgive Laura. Laura said sorry to MM so many ways, and Dirty D said jack shit. Ding, 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 ding. I agree with you. None of that woman doesn't make sense to me. Right, I'm with you. I said that to somebody today. I said that today. I said, I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm so fucking sick and tired of it. She's like, unfortunately, you made her a permanent victim. I said, no, I didn't. I said, I don't bitch and cry about CPS being called on me. You don't see me talking about it. I don't use it as a weapon card. I don't give a fuck. It happened years ago. Who cares? Nothing came of it, so who gives a fuck? You move on. Thank God nothing came of it with call number 2. But, you know, I knew Candy made at least the last 2, if not 3 calls. I know that. Do you think I ever spoke on Candy again? Fuck no. I'm not going to sit there and poke the fucking bear. After who I thought did call number 1 to me, never really spoke about them anymore either. You don't poke people. If you're going to sit there and constantly talk about the person that called CPS on you years ago, and for the next 4 years, you're going to continue to talk about them, I'm sorry, you don't give a fuck. And everybody else is using it as a flex. Exactly. There were cancer children. Even Molly had her back on panel. I agree. This is, yeah, I do miss Jonice. I'm not muted. I think it's March 6th. Pretty sure it's March 6th. I know it's coming up. But I want to say, I know it's this month. I want to say it's March 6th. But don't quote me on it. I'm pretty sure. Meanwhile, her husband is all with this other girl. So disappointed. But I mean, I guess I understand. It just sucks. But I mean, the kids seem happy. Which is good. But they moved on, I guess, you know. Can't judge. That's what they do. Oh. Ah. Yes, pajamas have Mickey, Minnie, Toy Story, and what the fuck's his name? Spider-Man. Spider-Man's not Disney, is he? I guess he is. Star Wars. I'm just telling you, they're comfy as fuck. I was a true friend. She was a true friend to me too, though. She was a true friend to me too, though. She was the happiest girl I knew. Now that it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning, I can't believe I started a live at 2 a.m. That's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's March 6th. I'll look right now. All right. See, like her boyfriend, I'm sorry, her husband, added another 2 added to our family. Like, dude, she's not even dead a year. And you're already like with someone else. I mean, granted, he was with her and immediately. They might even be married by now. Who knows? She posts stuff about husband. Look. Oh my God, they did get married. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh no, they didn't. Looks like she was wearing a dress, a wedding dress. You're gonna see me fucking snap. Back. All right. July. Hold up. She died in 2025, right? Ooh, this makes me fucking mad. She died in 24 or 25. Oh, all right. Because I was going to say, he's saying, she's like, I loved you for a whole year in June. I'm like, what? All right. So, yeah, I was 24. I get mad when I go on his page. Because I don't want to see his bitch. It should be Jonice. All right, we're almost there. We're in June. Who knows if Jonice is okay with it? All right. May, they were happy together. All right. So April 17th, he wrote, how am I going to live without you? Well, it only took him a month. March 26th. I knew there was a 6 in it. March 26th. Jonice Lynn Oni, October 12th, 1984 to March 26th, 2024. She passed away at 39 years old at her home on Tuesday, March 26th, after a 5-year courageous cancer battle. I knew there was a 6 in it. Yeah, but she died on March 26th, okay? On April 17th, he's like, how am I supposed to do this life without you? There's nothing I wouldn't give to have you back. Your positivity, love, kindness. It's like no other. You're weighing heavy on me tonight. I know we're not supposed to understand, blah, blah, blah. That was April. By May 16th, he's already in love with someone else. Like, dude, really? Fucking freak. Guess it didn't take you too long. And he's still with that girl. Since June 5th of 2024. 2 months after the love of your life is gone. Get the fuck out of here. Fake, fake, fake. But all right, it's almost 4 a.m. I'm off to bed. Oh, I gotta go to sleep. I gotta finish table tomorrow. I gotta get some orders out. Lacey Ann, when you hear this, yours is a come in. I forgot to make the aroma beads, but I made them. But it takes a couple of days to cure. But candle orders, if you got to order in, it's going out this week. Subscriptions going out, I think, tomorrow. So don't forget, order your candles, energycandles.com. When I have a normal time slot, I'm going to, we have candle specials. There's a little things I got to tweak on the website, nothing major. It's just about done. But then Sage got me hooked, finished his table. So yeah, and I got to clean my house. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for listening. Nothing like a 2 a.m. live. Bad Wolf will get up and have content to listen to. So, all right, I'll be sleeping in, but I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Oh, by the way, that case that people are talking about now, that's the case I told you guys about a couple of days ago. We've been talking about it in Patreon. This Colin Flynn case. Dude, he's so fucking guilty. But we'll get more into it. I heard it was like botched tonight. Like someone didn't do a very good job. But it's a really interesting case. I mean, he's so fucking guilty. So, all right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Sleep well, because I know I will. Gonna go snuggle in my nice comfy pajamas and crawl into bed. I gotta let Book in. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.